excited about the conversation we'll get have today. Actually, today we don't have any slides because this is not a lecture, this is not a test, this is a simple discussion based presentation. Well, I'm a team leader of Group 7 and in my team I have 7 beautiful ladies and you all know them. They are Tanya Khatun, Manjari Sreshtha, Sharmin Akhtar, Janaki Joshi, Fabiha Ibnat, Nisha Sanowar and Fojil Akhtar. Well, today we're gonna discuss about NYSE Composite Index. The full form of NYSE is the New York Stock Exchange. Now you can ask me the question then, what is composite index mean? Well, the composite index is covering the price movement of all new world common stock listed on NYSE. Well, now we'll talk to Tanya Khatun to know more about the New York Stock Exchange Composite Index. Tanya, you may proceed now.
Thank you, Fojila, for giving me the floor to talk about the High Performance Stock Market Index, the NYSE Composite Index. It is a stock market index covering all common stock listed on the New York Stock Exchange, including American depository receipts, real estate investment trusts, tracking stocks, and foreign listings. It includes corporations in each of the 10 industries listed in the industry classification benchmark. Over 2,000 stocks are covered in the index, of which over 1,600 are from United States corporations and over 360 are foreign listings. However, foreign companies are very prevalent among the largest companies in the index. Of the 100 companies in the index having the largest market capitalization, and more than half are non-US issues. The NYSE Composite Index includes separate indices for 4 categories of industry: industrial, utility, transportation, and financial corporation. Now, let's keep an eye on the history of the changes made on the NYSE Composite Index over the period. The index was originally given a value of 50 points based on the market closing on December 31st, 1965, and it is weighted by the number of shares listed for each issue. It was reintroduced in January 2003 with a value of 5,000 points. The NYSE Composite outperformed the Dow Jones Industrial Average, the Nasdaq Composite, and the S&P 500 in 2004, 5, and 6, and closed above the 10,000 level for the first time on June 1st, 2007. The NYSE Composite set a closing high of 10,311.61 on October 31st, 2007, but failed to pass the intraday high of 10,387.17. It reached in trading on October 11, 2007. On September 29, 2008, continuing troubles in the financial sector culminated in a loss of more than 8%. On November 20, 2008, the index plummeted below 5,000 to a multi-year bear market low near 4,650. Its lifetime low stands at 347.77 points, reached in October 1974. After a gradual and volatile recovery since 2009, the index finally set fresh nominal records at the end of 2013, closing at an all-time high of 10,406.77 on December 31st.
Well, Tanya Khatun, thank you so much. We'll come back to you again, but now let's see some performance of the New York Stock Exchange. Sharmin Akhtar will tell us more in details about the performance of New York Stock Exchange, okay?
Yeah, sure Fazila, I am going there. To continue with Tanya Khatun, I will explain now current and historical performance of the NYSE Composite Index. In this graph, we can see one-day performance of the NYSE Composite Index for Thursday, 1st April 2021, which is very current performance of this composite index. Here at the beginning of the day, the delayed price starts from $15,602 as this was the previous day's close price. And at the end of the day, the delayed close price is $15,752.24. Now let's consider 5 days data. Here we can see 5 days performance of the NYSE Composite Index for Friday 26th March 2021 to Thursday 1st April 2021, which is also current performance of this composite index. Here, Friday the delayed price starts from $15,510.19 and Thursday the delayed close price is $15,752.24. Moreover, the 5 days total percentage change in price is 0.44%. Now let's consider 5 years data to see the historical performance of this composite index. Here we can see 5 years performance of the NYSE Composite Index for 1st April 2016 to Thursday 1st April 2021. Here 2016 the delayed price starts from $10,436.92 and 1st April the delayed close price is $15,752.24. Here the 5 years total percentage change in price is 54.13%. Now let's consider 65 years data to see the historical performance very clearly. In this graph, we can see a significant price change over this long time period, and we can say overall the delayed price has been increased over time. Now let's rank the performance with the 23 relative stock indexes where 4 different time periods are reviewed. First time period is considered during May of 2019. The NYSE Composite had a rank of 6 with a return of -4.27%. Second time period is considered during the last 12 months. This composite had a rank of 12 with a return of -1%. Third time period is considered over the 5 years ended May of 2019. This composite had a rank of 19 with a return of 15%. Fourth time period is considered over the 10 years ended May of 2019. This composite had a rank of 16 with a return of 106%. Here all calculations are based on the monthly market close for each index, excluding dividends. For the popularity, this composite index is growing so much day by day. But what are the reasons behind this popularity? First reason is it is a statistical tool because to create a representation of overall market or sector performance, it groups together many different equities, securities or indexes. Second reason is it is the largest securities exchange in the world because it is hosting 82% of the Standard & Poor's 500 as well as 70 of the biggest corporations in the world. The third reason is it is a publicly traded company that provides a platform for buying and selling over 9 million corporate stocks and securities a day. Fourth reason is in this composite index, by the number of shares listed, the price of each stock is weighted. And these stocks have received much publicity and are widely reported by the press, radio, television and newswire services. Reason number 5 is an increasing number of brokerage firms for their technical research and analysis use the indexes within their own organizations. Reason number 6 is several government agencies are expected to incorporate these indexes in their official publications.
Now, how to calculate this index? This index is a float adjusted market capitalization or market value weighted index that is composed of equities of NYSE listed companies. The index is weighted using free float market capitalization and calculated on both price and total return basis. Market capitalization is calculated by multiplying the outstanding number of shares that a company owns by the market price per share. For example, a company with 10 million outstanding shares and a current market price of $100 per share shows a market capitalization of $1 billion. Investors use the figure to determine the value of the company instead of looking at the cumulative assets or annual sales figure. Using market capitalization tends to be more convenient for investors when making investment decisions on the stock to invest in and diversifying stock investment across multiple companies with varying market capitalization. It helps investors to compare current price levels with past prices in order to glean information about the current market performance. Now, the formula for value weighted index calculation is equal to current market value divided by base value multiplied with beginning index value. Now, what are some benefits of the index for investors? Investors in the NYSE composite index benefit in two ways. The high quality of the index makes it attractive to investors. Corporations listed on the index are required to meet stringent listing requirements, which separates potentially risky corporations from profitable corporations. The global diversification of the NYSE composite index makes it attractive to investors who are looking to spread their portfolio across companies located in different geographical locations. At least 1/3 of the market capitalization of the index is associated with non-US companies from countries such as Japan, Mexico, Canada, China, and the United Kingdom. The foreign companies listed on the exchange operate in at least 38 different countries around the world.
Well done, Tanya Khatun and Sharmin Akhtar. Now we have Fabiha Ibn to talk more about NYSE Composite Index.
In the near future, what can be the possible scenario of New York Stock Exchange Composite Index? Currently, due to coronavirus outbreak, worldwide the finance sectors are facing changes and ups and downs. In US, more than 30 million Americans filed for unemployment, drawing attention to a disconnection between the stock market and the real economy. The spread of COVID-19 crushed the stock market when it became clear that COVID-19 would cause a rapid and historic drop in economic output. As the economy bounced back, the recovery was choppy. Millions remain unemployed, and yet the stock market has surged to record high. Michelle Aron, Chief Investment Strategist at State Street Global Advisors, says, "One of the things that the pandemic has underscored more than anything else is that the stock market is a forward-looking mechanism." He also adds, "That's been the tagline all year long as investors continue to scratch their heads wondering why the stock market could perform so strongly while the economy, labor market and earnings face such challenges. It's more about future expectation than current condition." During the COVID-19 period, the NYSE Composite Index also faced declines, and again it came back to its position. In a newly released interview, New York Stock Exchange's president Stacey Cunningham acknowledged that an index is scaled when the market is scaled by a number of technology stocks. She also said that in recent times not every company is operating in the same way like before. For example, relatively robust sectors like healthcare and tech make up a large portion of major indexes like the S&P 500, but other industries that are hurt more by this pandemic having a more difficult time. So we can say the pandemic will not necessarily pull back the stock market.
Thank you so much Tania Khatun, Sharmin Akhtar and Fabi Ibnat to give us the clear idea about New York Stock Exchange Composite Index. Therefore, we can say that the New York Stock Exchange leads the stock market capitalization. In the New York Stock Exchange, the buyers and sellers trade physically by comparing bid price and ask price. Also, the company must have issued a minimum of 1,100,000 shares to 400 shareholders at least. In the New York Stock Exchange, the market value of the company's public shares must be a minimum of $40 million, with $4 being the minimum share price. And to sum up with, the entry fee of a company to be listed on the New York Stock Exchange goes up to $250,000. And with this, we are wrapping up our presentation. Thanks for your patience.